Welcome back. Do remember, all our top stories can be found on our website, and that's channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to see us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. And besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. To the transport sector, and it's 9 days to the October 1st deadline date for the enforcement of speed limit device. The Federal Road Safety Commission says it will start the exercise with interstate commercial vehicles. Speaking to journalists after a strategy meeting with zonal commanding officers in Abuja, the Corps Marshal explains that the interstate enforcement is top priority because of the rate of road accidents on the nation's highways. He added that 60% of road crashes is because of overspeeding.
The enforcement issue is not a matter of life and death. It's a gradual process. We are fully aware of the prevailing economic situation. It's a gradual process. It's not that I will start impounding all the vehicles. And I'm not talking about intra-city vehicles. I'm not talking about the taxis in the urban areas. I'm talking about intercity, interstate. So we need to clarify all these things. We are targeting the commercial. We're looking at tankers, trailers, trucks, high-capacity buses. Those are the luxury buses. And those mini buses that are on intercity. There's a difference between intra-city and inter. I'm not after the taxi man going from going from zone 1 to zone 2. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about those who are carrying passengers on the highways where we are recording high fatalities. We need to really cut down the speed. The message is this: in any way we can do, any other method we can do to cut down the speed. We need to. Speed is killing so many people in Nigeria. All hands must be on deck. I'm really worried about the continuous crashes attributed to speed-related cases. Is worrisome, and we must do everything. That is the stand of the Corps. We need to carry out our own responsibilities to save lives.
Barely 1 week to the rescheduled governorship election in Kano State, the Nigerian military, the police, and other security agencies say they're prepared to work in tandem towards adequate security for the polls. The commander of the 4th Brigade Nigerian Army and the Kano State Commissioner of Police gave the assurance this morning during a show of force by the 4th Brigade Command in conjunction with other security agencies.
Force is one of the activities that the military as well as the security agencies have outlined to embark upon to ensure that we work in synergy, cooperation and collaboration, and to ensure that we are on one accord and to know exactly what we have to do during the election period.
It's just to let the members of the public know that we are ready to ensure adequate security before, during, and after the election, and to let them know that there is a very deep synergy between the security agencies that are domiciled in the state.
Now, what appears to be another mild earthquake has again rocked Kogi community in Jaba local government area of Kano State. This comes just a week after a similar occurrence in the community, with the Center for Geodesy and Geodynamics in Toro, Bauchi State, confirming it was a 2.6 magnitude quake. The Executive Secretary of the State Emergency Management Agency confirmed the latest incident, which occurred 3 times in the early hours of Tuesday. Mr. Ezekiel Baba Karik, who spoke to our correspondent in Kaduna, says no life was lost, and a team of geophysicists from the National Emergency Management Agency are currently in the community for an impact assessment. Staying in the northwest and still in Kano State, the government there have urged parents to present their children under the age of 5 for immunization against polio. Speaking to Channels Television on the ongoing vaccination exercise, The State Commissioner for Health Services, Dr. Paul Dogo, says the door-to-door immunization campaign is aimed at ensuring that Kano State is free from polio and other child killer diseases.
In the last task force meeting that was personally chaired by the governor himself, he gave permission for road safety who will be working together with immunization officers to mount partial roadblocks so that people entering Kaduna or leaving Kaduna, wherever there is a child that is less than 5 years that had not been immunized, will be immunized. So far, the exercise is going on well. We have 4 teams that go around to supervise what is going on. We've recorded a number of non-compliance, but we are not surprised. We have always had this, and one way what we do is to settle these issues of non-compliance in a very traditional way. You will recall that His Excellency issued a statement indicating that immunization for children is compulsory because we cannot mortgage their future. Building their immunity is safeguarding their future. And so parents have been urged to allow their children to be immunized. We are concentrating on the quality of the immunization that we give rather than numbers, although we are hoping that we will reach something close to 3 million, but we are more concerned about the quality of the immunization that we give to these children. We believe that we're going to maintain this zero case of polio in Kano State.
Now, in the face of the country's economic challenges, the federal government will reform operations of the river basin authorities to drive employment and boost food security. Young farmers are taking advantage of facilities at the Oyo Dam in Ogun State in southwest Nigeria as the Ministry of Water Resources flags off a graduate farmers employment scheme. Now, the program is designed by the federal government to help beneficiaries in crop production, fish farming, as well as poultry.
Matching words with action, the federal and state governments are now giving priority to other areas that can help revamp the economy as the realities of the recession become more real every day. Agriculture, which was once the biggest foreign exchange earner for the country, seems to be getting a lot more attention now that the sale of crude oil is no longer as profitable.
BSc Poultry.
One of the latest efforts to get the agriculture sector going again is the Graduate Farmers Employment Scheme, which will assist 20 graduate farmers using facilities of the Oyo Dam in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria.
The beneficiaries will subsequently be empowered through other government intervention programs to establish their own agric ventures or become trainers in their own right, thereby creating a multiplier effect to further sustain the objectives of the program with the attendant positive impact on the economy through improved food production and employment generation.
The program, which is a federal government initiative, is hinged on 3 key areas of poultry, fishery, and crop production.
This first batch of 20 graduate farmers have been grouped into 4 5-member cooperative units under an umbrella cooperative scheme named Opda Graduate Farmers Cooperative Scheme.
Participants are excited to be a part of this project, saying it'll help them become self-sufficient.
I've been into this for a while now, especially the ponds, the poultry, and the farm, where there is the crops and all that.
Graduate farmers who hope to benefit are expected to form cooperative groups across 109 senatorial districts as the scheme gradually expands across the country.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up in the southeast, Anambra State suspends the payment of minor taxes to help indigents ease the burden of the Nigerian economic recession.